you enjoy the show? Thank you. Please come again. Come back soon. We're expecting an amazing new batch of robots for your entertainment. The next show will be even more interesting. Please come back here for a sequel. I see you enjoyed the show so much. Leave to purchase a ticket. Please go to the ticket booth at the other end of the foyer. Don't forget the snack bar. Please proceed to the bar. Did you leave anything in the coat check room? Please proceed into the restroom.
Leave this place!
Major P3, I'm waiting for you in the Pavlov complex. Everything is ready for your arrival.
I'll be there as fast as I can.
I suggest using a car to move between the research complexes. There was a surge of sprout activity on the surface. The place is positively overrun with mutants.
Right. Mutants. Got it. Is that all?
Just one more question.
No. Filatova wasn't there.
I understand. You didn't find any gold rings on Petrov's body, did you? 2 rings with Beta 1 and Beta 2 engraved on the inside?
No, he didn't have anything on him. P3 out.
Saving data.
How goes it, Sonny? Still in one piece?
Hey, Granny Zena. Long time no see. Definitely had better days, but yeah. Guess I'm still in one piece.
Did I hear right? You finally got that bastard Petrov?
Nothing gets by you, huh? Yeah, got him. Actually, he kinda got himself before I could get him.
Don't you worry. If you got his head, that means this'll all be over soon. Then you can get some sleep.
Now you're speaking my language, Granny Zena. Mind if I stop by for a cup of tea?
Stop by any time, Sonny. By the way, you didn't happen to find any engraved gold rings while you were off chasing after Petrov?
No. I didn't, Granny Zena. Petrov didn't have anything on him.
Oh, that's okay. You just watch yourself, Sonny. Stop by if you need anything.
Why have you deceived everyone, Comrade Major? Petrov gave me those rings before he died.
Everyone else is deceiving me. Even Dr. Sechenov, and I never saw it coming.
On what basis have you drawn this conclusion?
I just thought about what Petrov told me.
Would you kindly be more specific?
Petrov said combat mode was programmed into the bots during construction. He couldn't possibly have reprogrammed them all himself. Petrov, that sick shithead, that fucking truth lover. Screw him. So much blood spilt just because he made the sprouts mutate.
I highly doubt that Petrov had such a result in mind. He is not a geneticist or a plant breeder, and could not have foreseen all the consequences of the malfunction.
Then why the hell did he do it? So many people are dead, and the ones with sprouts for heads had to get killed twice. First by the robots, then by me.
Morally speaking, Petrov's action cannot be justified. We are in complete agreement in that regard.
Fuck Petrov, he's dead. I feel bad for all those people. I stayed in the service after the war to stop this kind of thing from happening again. And now...
You have my sincerest condolences for all that has transpired, Comrade Major.
Charles, why does everyone want those rings so bad?
You mean the beta connectors? Because they work, but are also considered not to exist.
So nobody can prove they're out there, not even Collective after the launch.
Especially not Collective after the launch. For Collective, anyone connected via the beta connectors will simply not exist.
But they'll be able to see Collective.
Yes, all of it. A person with a beta connector will not be able to influence Collective from the inside, since they won't exist for Collective. But they will know about everything that happens inside it, just like any officially connected human or robot.
But can't an officially connected human or robot disconnect from Collective if they want to? They can just take their thought device off, right?
I believe so, yes.
You believe so? So you're not sure? Or is there something you're not telling me?
I have no data, Comrade Major. But no one can stop a person from removing his or her thought device. It's worn on the head, not implanted in the skull.
That's good, I guess. Charles, no one can force somebody into Collective, right? Petrov was wrong about that.
Not entirely.
What do you mean, not entirely? If I'm not a member of Collective, how can Collective find out about me?
It's quite simple. Let's say you walk past a robot. The robot identifies you as a human. but you are not wearing a thought device. The robot fails to receive mental commands from you in response to its queries.
So it realizes I'm not in Collective and tells the others about it. Then what? They all start giving me shit about it?
Essentially, yes.
But I can just put my thought on, walk past the bot and do everything I'm supposed to do, then take the thought off, right?
Essentially, yes.
Then why is everyone so hot and bothered about the rings?
I can't say for sure. Perhaps it's an issue of convenience. Thought devices need to be reconfigured every time they are put on. A ring can be taken off and put back on without inconvenience.
There's gotta be more to it than that. Charles, the US is constantly introducing sanctions against our civilian robots. Why do they do that? Do they suspect something?
The US government clearly has certain suspicions, or at least concerns.
Yeah, it's their job to be concerned about their country's security. But they don't have any hard evidence. That means they don't really have a leg to stand on, right?
Indeed. That is precisely why Petrov caused the malfunction.
Right? He wanted to show the world that our civi-bots have a combat mode, fine. But the Americans don't know that. So what are the sanctions for?
The American government is using the sanctions to find a middle ground between the needs of the capitalists and the growing discontent of the working class.
You mean American working stiffs want to get our bots banned because they're taking their factory jobs, and the capitalists want to get more free robots so they can get rid of all the workers once and for all?
Quite right. The American government is feeling pressure from both sides. So the sanctions remain moderate without banning robots entirely. They merely set quotas on importing them.
So why does the Soviet Union give a shit? Who cares if the Americans sanction us? They're the ones stopping themselves from getting rid of the working class. Well, good. We're all about the workers.
The more restrictions they place on the import and use of robots, the fewer of our robots will be located in key parts of the American government when Collective launches.
So the Soviet...
So, what will it be, mate? academy to escape the experiment.
Saving data.
So, what will it be, Major?
Tell me, Comrade Major, based on your professional and personal experience, would our civilian robots in combat mode really be able to complete the Atomic Heart project?
Yeah, they could do it no problem. But there were plenty of bots at all the military bases, headquarters, and launch sites, and nobody expected them to attack. They could take the American military by surprise. Just like they did to the soldiers here.
What a shame. The world just recovered from a war, and now there will be another.
Well, it's not really so bad if you think about it.
What do you mean, Comrade Major?
If Comrade Sechenov and the Politburo want to take over the US and even the whole world, they won't fight regular people.
But civilians do perish during combat operations. You know all about that.
If the robots are programmed not to kill civilians, they won't attack civilians. You're a robot, Charles. You should know all about that.
I'm a robot? In a sense, I suppose you're right. A robotic glove.
What? Neuropolymer gloves won't take orders from collective?
Depends on the glove. Some will, and some will only be able to obey their carriers. I digress. Civilian robots will receive the order to activate combat mode from Collective, and whoever sets Collective's policies will easily be able to order them to kill anyone at all, including civilians.
Why would they kill civvies? They're regular workers, farmers, scientists. Shit. So that's what they want the rings for.
And what's that?
You can take your thought device off and disconnect from Collective, but a bot can't, can it? That means your own robot housekeeper will drag your ass back into Collective at the drop of a hat. They want the rings to put on their own robots, so they'll only listen to them.
Correct.
A complaint. Listen, I am filing a complaint.
About what?
About your Stockhausen's disgusting behavior. I was injured, but could have been saved. I was bleeding out and begged him for help, but that Stock of yours, and I know you're calling him that ironically, just passed me by. He asked one of these robot ballerinas to step in my throat so that I'd stop making noise, and I died.
Stock really is a piece of shit, isn't he?
Precisely. Precisely, my dear fellow. I ask you to bring this matter to light. Please air the issue with your superiors. It's just shameful. I'm not asking for myself. It's too late for me. But it is the matter of the facility's reputation. He is the assistant to the chief administrator, after all.
I can deal with that. Freaking critters. What's this place, Charles? Morgue?
Indeed. The bodies of the dead are kept here for further study.
What do you mean, the dead? There are bodies all over the place. Where'd these come from? There are dozens of them, and most of them are young.
These are the bodies of volunteers who died in dangerous human experiments.
Holy fuck. I mean, I get that there are certain experiments that can't be performed on mice or pigs or whatever, so they need living people, but so many. This is completely fucked up.
Unfortunately, things don't always go smoothly in science. Sometimes volunteers die. The sub-basement exists so that their deaths will not be in vain. Their bodies are studied to prevent this from happening again.
Screw you sometimes. Couldn't they just use the condemned on death row for this? Even that's...
Not all experiments can be performed on the dregs of society. Some important and secret projects require psychologically healthy volunteers. Sometimes, these experiments can have tragic outcomes.
What could be more tragic?
Believe me, Comrade Major, there are things that are far worse than what you see here. Sometimes the deaths of volunteers can lead to a breakthrough that saves millions of lives. This was how the vaccine against the brown plague was developed.
Let's keep going. This has to end. Now.
Saving data.
Access granted. So, what will it be, Major?
Complaint! Listen, I am...
Fine. We'll deal with it. gearhead. This is fucked. Sechenov is a decent guy. How could he let this happen? An army of bots, killer mutants, thousands of innocent victims. No matter how you... Woody's to blame. Even without patrol...
So, what will it be, Major?
Let's see what you got! Get over here, you little fucker! Dude, we're flinching. I've got bad news for you, comrade.
Don't talk nonsense. Can't you see I'm bleeding out? This complex is full of massive...
I've got back.
Don't talk nonsense. Just for a while, I guess. It must have been an hour or so. Are you just going to stand there until I bleed to death?
Look at the size of that fucking thing. What is it?
The experiments here involve the creation of neuropolymer endoskeletons for various animals. The goal is to allow them to live in hostile conditions on the outer planets of the solar system.
Endoskeletons. That thing isn't gonna attack us, is it? It's huge.
The specimens here currently lack any neuropolymer brain tissue structure. They are nothing but polymer bodies at this time. They cannot move.
Still, they're freaking massive. Are they for planets with low gravity?
Some are, while others are for planets with high gravity.
I never expected to see Victor like this, in these circumstances. We used to be thick as thieves, you know? But Victor made too many bad calls. Now look at him. Thanks to Dr. Sechenov's brilliance, we don't have to lose all of Petrov's knowledge. We'll be able to return the robots to their previous state once the simulation
He's already dead,
complete.
you creep! Keep your hands off him!
Grenade!